Hi everyone, my name is Aima. I want to tell you a story about my sister, Courtney. She and I are twins, but our lives are completely different. One of us has everything smooth, clear, and positive. The other has the opposite. Guess what kind of life I live? That's right, I'm a twin loser. Our parents gave us the same birth, but for some reason, life has unfortunately turned me out to be the opposite. Although, Courtney was more successful and well-liked in school, and guys were more attracted to her on the outside. When we grew up, Courtney got married first, right after high school. I lived with my parents for a couple of years, and I was really annoyed that my sister had managed to build a personal life, and I hadn't. And she married her boyfriend, a successful, handsome, rich guy. Everything according to a perfect scenario. While I sat at home, rotting between the four walls. I didn't go to college because I had no money, and I didn't have the brains to go on a budget either. All I had to do was just live my life stupidly. My parents got me a job at our own grocery store. Sometimes on the weekends, Courtney and her husband Sam would come over. I didn't like having dinner with them at the same table, because that made us kind of a perfect family. As an example, in my brother-in-law's eyes, I felt I was superfluous in the company, and so they came over again. I quickly found an excuse. I'd be working late at the store. How? We can close early today. We're having a family dinner. Did you forget? No, I haven't forgotten, but I want to work longer hours. Why? I told you to close up. Mom, I'll come back later. I told you. Ugh, you're as usual. If you sit there with a sour face, you'll never get married. Maybe I won't. What are you talking about? Everyone needs a family. Oh, Mom, go cook dinner. I'll be back later. I was going to stay the night in the store. We had a special recreation room there. The time passed quickly, and after a couple of hours, I got a call from my mother, yelling about where I was and why I wasn't home. I lied that I had gone to a friend's for the night, and I got a good portion of scolding. You could have at least come as a courtesy. Your sister and her husband are here. This is no way to treat family. What kind of a child are you? And if they don't accept you, what will you do? I'll just leave people who don't accept me. That's all. I don't understand. What is this about? Whatever. Mom, bye. I have to go. Call me tomorrow, okay? And Mom hung up on me. Before going to bed, I watched a couple of episodes and passed out. But in the middle of the night, I was awakened by a rumbling noise. What? Who's there? I have pepper spray. Ouch! 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 Who put Tool on the door? Courtney, what time is it? What are you doing here? I could ask you the same question. You're supposed to be at a friend's. Oh, yeah, I'm just... Come on, I figured out you just didn't want to see me. No, it's not that. Not no, but yes. I knew you were here, so I came to talk to you. I didn't expect such an initiative from my sister. It had seemed to me that she didn't notice things like that, and that she didn't care if I existed or not. We chatted until almost morning. Courtney had changed a little. She said we were sisters, and no matter what, she loved me and always had. I hugged her at the end, but she kind of wrinkled up in pain and pulled away. What's wrong? No, nothing. I realized that something was wrong, and I pulled her top off and saw her bruised hands. What is that? What the hell is that? He's hitting you? It's nothing. It's not nothing. Do you realize that this is domestic violence? Why didn't you say anything? Why didn't you say anything? And to whom? You see me as perfect. Everything is expected of me, and only good things. In school, and even in marriage, Sam is rich and promising, and that's all our parents need to hear. And I've been jealous of you all my life. Me? Why? Because you have your own choices. No one stresses you out. Mom didn't tell you to get married soon or to start a family with Sam just because she wanted you to. And no one asked me what I wanted. So what if we're rich? Almost every day he hurts me, and I can't do anything about it. Then my sister told me that this was the reason she left home and came here to spend the night. I realized that it wasn't really about the money, but I didn't want to leave my sister in danger either. So I came up with a plan. But first, I asked if Courtney was ready to change her life for the better. She said a firm yes, and that was all I needed to hear. Courtney warned me that Sam doesn't want to let her go. He's very jealous of her, beats her, and he'll never let her go. Every time we went to the store, we'd end up fighting. He'd just lose his temper if any of the men happened to look at me, even out of the corner of their eyes. My sister almost burst into tears when she talked about it. I felt sorry for her, and I realized that I was wrong to be jealous because my sister is her own person, and I should stand up for her, not destroy her. You know what the advantage of living alone with our parents is? There's nothing to lose. We came home. Sam was very angry, but at the sight of me, he asked politely enough where we were, and more importantly, where Courtney was. I answered for her, saying she was with me, and we were spending the night at our mutual friend's house. A few minutes later, my parents were leaving, and I asked them to take Sam as their assistant. It was just my sister and I. I took care of all the dirty work, trashed the living room. Yeah, I broke a couple of vases, threw pillows and books on the floor, and turned the table upside down. We tore some of Courtney's dress so the bruises and abrasions would be visible. Sam called Courtney 33 times in 1.5 hours, but she didn't answer any of the calls. And then came the fun part. We knew our folks would be at the store until the evening, so we had to make time. When everything was set up, Sam called again, and I picked up the phone. Hello? Courtney! Aima, hi, where is Courtney? She's not answering. I don't know, I wasn't home. I just came on the doorstep and saw Courtney's phone lying on the living room floor. Oh wait, you're not home? Whose shoes are these? Sam hung up on me. He was pretty pissed off. We could hear it. Courtney was really nervous, but I knew we were doing the right thing. It was just that if they left to their own place, my sister would shut up again and stay quiet. Sam ran into the living room, and I hid in the closet. Courtney, where is he? Where are you? Come here! My sister didn't give a hint, came out of the bedroom as if nothing had happened, throwing my mother's robe on top. Why are you wearing a robe? Is there someone here? Or was there? I'm leaving you, Sam. No, I won't let you. I'll put you in the ground, you understand me? Come here. He ran up to her, swung his arm, and was about to slap her in the face when the sirens sounded. The police had arrived. What's happening? I ran out of the closet into the street and started yelling, Over here! Over here! The cops came running into the house, and it was like this. Everything was trashed. Sam was angry and aggressive. My sister was lying on the floor, looking like she'd just been hit by a tractor. The police arrested my brother-in-law on the spot and took him to the station. I acted as a witness, but Sam denied everything. However, the main argument were the bruises and abrasions on my sister's body. He threatened me he would get out of the situation with money, and when he did, Courtney would be in trouble. You're in here for the long haul, and no amount of money is going to help. And you don't talk at all, okay? She's right, Sam. I'm getting a divorce. Of course, we had to tell our parents about it, especially since the living room was affected. But when they heard what a monster Courtney's husband turned out to be, they cried. Why didn't you tell me this before? Why didn't you say anything? I told you, Mom, but you didn't hear or listen. You didn't want to believe it, so I had to take these measures. But I can't live like this anymore. I don't want to. I'm tired. My father was so angry, he wanted to kill Sam, but he was behind bars, lucky for him. Then we hired a good lawyer who helped us to get a decent chunk of Sam's fortune. That was enough money for my sister to move to our town and buy an apartment here. She offered for me to live with her. I don't know what I would have done without you. You saved me. I never would have made up my mind to leave on my own. I would have just sat there and kept quiet. You've always been a good girl, both at school and at home, doing the tasks and the requests. Just remember, you don't have to please everyone. You're human and you deserve happiness, not everyone's approval. After this situation, my sister and I have become closer. Share more and trust has appeared. This is wonderful, and I am happy that I was able to help. Tell me guys, did you like my story? Write your opinion about it in the comments below the video. Don't forget to like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel.